smart classrooms, e-library and e-learning platform through which faculty and students can always remain connected. State-of-the-art computer labs for IT students, conference room for industry-like interfaces for management students, more cards for students of law, and the most updated studio for students. Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, where today meets tomorrow.
Will come here for a performance.
I welcome you all. Good morning. Good morning. It is a really good morning, but जब सुबह सुबह उठते टाइम रेन हो रहा होता तो it's always a good morning. और I noticed जब मैं घर से निकल रहा था, my parents, just because it's raining, एक बारिश होती है तो सबको लगता है let's make chai and have some pakoras. That's what we relate rain to. Usually farmers जो है हमारे इंडिया के, उनके लिए रेन होता है फसल कटेगी, ये होगा वो होगा. हमारे घर पे रेन का मतलब होता है चाय बनेगी और पकोड़े बनेंगे. That's all we mean for rain. And I'm going to talk about food. Who all likes to drink chai or coffee? Anyone? Everyone? That less? Come on, coffee, chai. कोई भी नहीं पीता? So many. Yeah. I personally hate coffee and chai, both. Well, I'll tell you why. What I don't like about chai and coffee is that they attract a lot of other things. अब चाय साथ में बिस्किट ये भी चाहिए वो भी चाहिए. What? Chai coffee is like it's like a needy friend जिसको हर वक्त कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए. चाय के साथ आपको ये भी चाहिए, चाय के what? Book? Okay, that's how it works. Okay. Yeah, so he's needy also. See, you can't take him this way, you can't take him this way. You have to keep it here. And that is how chai coffee is. They're very needy. उनको कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए साथ में. दूध, I like milk better. जब आप दूध पी रहे होते हैं, और एक और चीज जो चाय को चाहिए, एक और चीज जो चाय अट्रैक्ट करती है, वो दूसरे लोग. आप चाय पी रहे हो कभी अकेले नहीं पी पाएंगे, कोई ना कोई आ जाएगा साथ में. Milk is something that you can drink alone. You don't believe me? Just कोई भी आपके सामने हो, आप दूध पी रहे हो, just do this. I swear no one will come near you. अकेले पी सकते हैं आप दूध, but चाय नहीं. चाय पीते पीते हमेशा कोई ना कोई साथ में आता है. चाय के साथ बहुत सारी चीजें भी चाहिए होती है. So I like चाय. Food, मेरी लाइफ की सबसे बड़ी ट्रेजेडी ये है कि मुझे शादियों में भूख नहीं लगती. शादी में जाता हूँ पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है. It's like I'm not hungry. That is like the biggest. That's a practical joke actually. God played with me. Like I'm always hungry when I'm at home. I'm always hungry everywhere. Like I'm hungry right now. But as soon as I go to a wedding, I'm not hungry. That's how God played with me. But शादियों में खाना लोग, और शादी में लोग जाते भी सिर्फ इसलिए, सिर्फ खाने के लिए. और मैं जाता हूँ खाने के लिए, बट वहाँ पहुँच के भूख नहीं लगती. और भूख भी बहुत ही रिलेटिव चीज़ है. भूख वेरी करती रहती है. भूख के बहुत सारे वेरिएंट्स होते हैं जो डिटरमिन करते हैं कितनी भूख है. क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? मे बी कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि जो फिर थके हुए होंगे उतनी भूख लगेगी, या जितनी मेहनत करी होगी उतनी भूख लगेगी. मेरे हिसाब से भूख उस हिसाब से लगती है कि बना क्या है. अगर मैं अभी घर पे जाऊंगा, घर पे मेरे को बहुत भूख लगी है, क्या बना है? आलू मटर. I just ate. And then even if I just ate, I go home. क्या बना है? नहीं, हमने पिज्जा ऑर्डर करा था. Oh, I'm starving. That is how your भूख is related. कि बना क्या है, खाने में है क्या. एंड शादियाँ अच्छी होती है जब तक तुम दूर से जाओ, बट एज सुन एज यू पार्ट ऑफ अ वेडिंग, यू नो, जब तुम किसी शादी वाले घर में जाते हो तब तुम्हें पता चलता है कितनी फेस्टिव है ये वेडिंग। एक तरफ बच्चे रो रहे होते हैं, एक तरफ आंटियों को टेंशन होती है क्या बनाना है, दूसरी तरफ एक अंकल आए होते हैं उनको चाय पिलाओ, ये पिलाओ, वो पिलाओ, दूसरी तरफ से बाइक पे जाओ, ये लेके आओ, इधर से ये लेके आओ, इधर की शेरवानी लगेगी, दूल्हा वहां कर रहा है, ये कर रहा है, वो कर रहा है। What? That is how wedding is. I recently went to a wedding. I just wished कि मैं सिर्फ रात के फंक्शन पे जाता था. That is what a wedding is all about. हाँ. And food के बात करते हैं. Food के combinations कैसे कैसे होते हैं. मेरे घर पे बहुत अजीब होते हैं. I don't know आपके घर पे कैसे होते हैं. मेरे घर पे मेरे घर वाले कुछ भी खा लेते हैं. चाय बनी है, चाय के साथ क्या ले? पापड़ ले लो. It's not even related. दूध, मम्मी दूध के साथ क्या है? रोटी है, ले लो. करी, दूध के साथ सब्जी नहीं होती. एंड और भी कई लोग होते हैं दूध का चाय के साथ केला. I've seen that happening. And I don't know किसी की मम्मी करती है कि नहीं, मेरी मम्मी करती है. When she makes two different vegetables, और जब वो बच जाती है, she mixes it in the same bowl. Then you have dal swimming in mixed vegetable. It's like that. Next day you want कि जो दाल बनी थी वो कहाँ है? Then it comes and then you see उस दाल में आलू और गाजर भी है. That is how she does it. And then I tell her कि ऐसे कैसे खाएगा कोई? She's like, why? It's like two tastes. You take taste both. That's how.
Due to an urgent engagement, Dr. Pitroda has not been able to make it to be with us here, but the moment he agreed to come to VIPS, on this occasion, we believe that all his wishes are there with us to carry on the program as decided. On behalf of Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, I, Dr. Charulata, HOD VSJMC, feel proud and privileged to stand here in your honor to welcome you all on this auspicious 150th birthday celebration of a great Indian social philosopher, Swami Vivekananda. He was thinker of thinkers, mystic of mystics. He gave new and contextual meanings to old preachings. In his teachings, he mainly reflected upon spiritual realization and empowerment of people. He always insisted on grassroots reforms. Like his guru, Shri Ramakrishna Paramhans, Vivekananda fully believed in universality, cosmopolitanism, and compassion. He believed that the youth have the creative energies to transform the world through collective consciousness. What he felt important was the ability to have feeling and sensitivity. The mantra which he gave to the youth was of 3 P's: purity, patience, and perseverance. All enduring aspects of his life and work still continue and will continue to inspire us. Our intellectually anesthetized, politically unconditioned, and philosophically unadventurous times surely need his gaze and those eyes to startle us into the true meaning of life again. To put more light on this, we have our revered guest. Just as in his times, Swami Vivekananda revolutionized the thinking process, Dr. Sam Petroda has revolutionized our times through information and communication technologies. Let's cherish and salute Dr. Petroda for the contributions, the legacies, and the awards and felicitations bestowed upon him by bringing change in the lives of us all. A visionary, intellectually acclaimed, development thinker, and iconic telecom inventor, widely considered to have been responsible for India's communication revolution, a prolific writer, a wonderful communicator, a great artist having over 5,000 sketches, a profound painter too, whose works were exhibited in Loyola University, Chicago. We present to you Dr. Satyanarayana.
Life without telecommunication is hard to imagine. But ever wondered who made Dr. Sam has been
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Words to honor Professor Bandyopadhyay with presenting a bouquet and a memento. I request Shri Suresh Agarwal to honor Swami Jitendra. Thank you, sir. Ajay Bansal to honor Dr. V.P. Joshi. I request Professor Coutinho again to honor Shri Suresh Agarwal. I request Professor Coutinho to honor Shri Ajay Bansal too. We now begin with today's program with Guru Vandana being presented by Modak Kucheria, Vibhor and Salmi.
कोटि भानु कर दीप्त से महो कटि तट
on this occasion by Abhishek Sharma.
Awake and stop not till the goal is reached. This is the motivation which Swami Vivekananda ji gave to all his fellow Indians. And this is also the base upon which VIPS is built. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On this auspicious occasion of Founders Day, I, Abhishek Sharma, is presenting a speech in honor of Swami Vivekananda and in the honor of VIPS, whose divine light has shown us the path till this level and will be leading us on forever, for which VIPS exists and will be existing in pursuit of perfection. But before beginning my speech, I would like to present an excerpt from Swami Vivekananda ji's speech which he gave in Chicago on September 27, 1893. The speech which in the beginning only caused the people, 7,000 people, to raise up in the seats and applaud for India, applaud for Swami Vivekananda ji. Sisters and brothers of America, it fills my heart with joy unspeakable to rise in response to the warm and cordial welcome which you have given us. I thank you in the name of the most ancient order of monks in the world. I thank you in the name of the mother of religions, and I thank you in the name of the millions and millions of Hindu people of all classes and sects. My thanks also to some of the speakers on this platform who, referring to the delegates from the Orient, have told you that these men from far-off nations may well claim the honor of bearing to different lands in the idea of toleration. I am proud to belong to a religion which has taught the world both tolerance and universal acceptance. We believe not only in universal toleration, but we accept all religions as true. I am proud to belong to a nation which has sheltered the persecuted and the refugees of all religions and all nations of the earth. I am proud to tell you that we have gathered in our bosom the purest remnant of Israelites who came to the southern India and took refuge with us in the very year in which their holy temple was shattered to pieces by the Roman tyranny. I am proud to belong to the religion which has sheltered and is still fostering the remnant of the grand Zoroastrian nation. I will quote you, brethren, a few lines from a hymn which I remember to have repeated from my earliest boyhood, which is every day repeated by millions of human beings. As the different streams having their sources in different places all mingle their water in the sea, so, O Lord, the different paths which men take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to Thee. The present convention, which is one of the most august assemblies ever held, is in itself a vindication, a declaration to the world of the beautiful doctrine preached in the Gita. Whosoever comes to me through whatsoever form, I reach him. All men are struggling through paths which in the end lead to me. Sectarianism, bigotry, and its horrible descendant, fanaticism, have long possessed this beautiful earth. They have filled the earth with violence, drenched it often and often with human blood, destroyed civilization, and sent whole nations to despair. Had it not been for these horrible demons, human society would be far more advanced than it is now. But their time has come, and I fervently hope that the bell that tolled this morning in honor of this convention may be the death knell of all fanaticism, of all persecutions with the sword or with the pen, and of all uncharitable feelings between persons wending their way to the same goal. It is a universal fact that this world is running completely on faith, and Dr. S.C. Vats, the chairman of Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, has complete faith in Swami Vivekananda, and so he decided to name this very institution as Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies, from the name of the professional to the fame of the professional, as Swamiji were a professional in their own. So today, VIPS is celebrating the Founders' Day with utmost pride in the honor of that man who awakened the youth and gave a new meaning to education. The man who erased all boundaries of religion when he said that the mind of the Vedanta and the heart of a Muslim makes a true Indian. I hope that his blessings shower upon us forever and this very institution keeps on progressing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abhishek, for the thunderous and thought-provoking expression. I believe it had quite an impact, similar to what would have been witnessed and felt by the audience in Chicago in 1893. Let me now take you to the ceremonial enchanting and a musical performance by the students of VIPS.
विश्वाचार्यं जगद्वन्दं विवेकानन्दरूपिणं वीरेश्वरात् समुत्पन्नं सप्तर्षि मण्डलागतं ज्ञानभक्तिप्रदातारं पद्माक्षगौरविग्रहं ध्यायेत् देवं ज्योतिः पुञ्जं लोककल्याणकारिणम् नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे परतत्त्वे सदालिनो रामकृष्णसमाज्ञया यो धर्मस्थापनरतो वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहं वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहं वीरेशं तं नमाम्यहम्
Swami Vivekananda, the patriot saint of modern India and an inspirer of her dormant national consciousness. He preached the ideal of a strength-giving and man-making religion. Service to man as the visible manifestation of the Godhead was the special form of worship he advocated for us, the Indians. A lover of mankind, he strove to promote peace and human brotherhood on the spiritual foundation of the Vedantic oneness of existence. A mystique of the highest order, Swamiji had a direct and intuitive experience of reality. He derived his ideas from the unfailing source of wisdom and often presented them in the soul-stirring language of poetry. It is in similar strains that we at Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies remember him and feel his presence and blessings on each one of us today. buoyancy of Vivekananda's mind, like that of his guru Ramakrishna, was to soar above the world and forget itself in contemplation of the Absolute. But another part of his personality bled at the sight of human suffering. It might appear that his mind seldom found a point of rest in its oscillation between contemplation of God and service to man. Be that as it may, he chose, in obedience to a higher call, service to man as his mission on earth. And this choice has endeared him to people. He said, those who are always downhearted and dispirited in this life can do no work. From life to life they come and go, wailing and mourning. The earth is enjoyed by heroes. This is the unfailing truth. Be a hero. Always say, I have no fear. Tell this to everybody. Have no fear. Fear is death. Fear is sin. Fear is hell. Fear is unrighteousness. Fear is wrong life. All the negative thoughts and ideas that are in this world have proceeded from this evil spirit of fear. Stand up, be bold, be strong, take the whole responsibility on your own shoulders and know that you are the creator of your own destiny. All the strength and succor you want is within yourselves. Therefore, make your own future. A man represents the epitome of mankind, a paragon of Vedantists, a man who has made us celebrate spirituality and mankind, a man who is an institution, our condensed India, our Swamiji. It is in these thoughts, these moments, this mood, close your eyes and widen your sight. Let prayers and spirituality empower you. Let contentment settle. Let happiness spread. Let peace spread. Let faith multiply. Rejoice, rejoice the divinity. Celebrate, celebrate his presence. Swamiji is with us, in us. Sail, sail in bliss. Float, let your mind free. Feel his blessings. Experience his presence. Attribute.
It really transcended us to another world. We have amongst us our guest of honor, Professor Dr. R. Venkata Rao, Vice Chancellor, National Law School of India University. He has to leave a little early. Professor Rao has teaching experience of over 30 years. He specializes in human rights and humanitarian law, criminal law, jurisprudence, and international law. To his credit, he has won the gold medal for the best PhD in year 1993, the Best Researcher Award of Andhra Pradesh University, won Best Teacher Award from Government of Andhra Pradesh. He is a member of various organizations. On international assignments, he has been invited to 6th Central Asian Competition on IHL organized by ICRC Geneva. Invited to the meeting on implementation of international humanitarian law organized by the University Center for International Humanitarian Law Geneva. He had the rare distinction of being the only Indian among the 24 jurists invited for the advisory committee. He has visited and participated in various conventions in various countries. He chaired the session at 7th ASLI conference on human rights and the Constitution, Law and Society. May I request Professor Rao to share his views on this occasion. Sir, please.
Sound? Ladies and gentlemen, don't be carried away by such long introduction about me because, I'm basically a lawyer and lawyers have a notorious reputation when the case is weak, they give a long introduction. And she has given such a long introduction about me, maybe because the case is weak. But I'm here to address the young minds of this great country. When Dr. Coutinho was telling me that students of IT were also here, I was telling him the words IT stand for not information technology, but Indian talent. Please remember that. And who represents the Indian talent? Barack Obama, when he was contesting for the President of the United States for the second time, all through his speeches he was constantly making a refrain. He was telling that be careful about two fellows in the world. He was not referring to the Chinese. He was telling, be careful about the youth from India and the youth from South Korea. Because the youth from India and the youth from South Korea, they are not prepared to settle even for the second best. They want the first best in the world. In another 20 years from now, he said, Alvin Toffler's prediction that power will shift to a knowledge society called India would be proved to the hilt because you have the emergence of a knowledge sector in India and you are representing that. Now, when I was going through the process of your college, I found that most famous word of Swami Vivekananda, education is the manifestation of perfection in man. But he did not stop there. Education is the manifestation of perfection. Then he said, perfect man is God and imperfect God is man. Now this is our journey. So if you have any imperfection, remember you are an imperfect God. And the objective of education is to bring to the fore the divine spark. Let me tell you what Abdul Kalam did when he recalled the words of Swami Vivekananda in one such big meeting like this, which we arranged in my parent university, Andhra University. When we invited Abdul Kalam, he said, I will come to your university if you promise that you would arrange a meeting with the school-going students. And we convened a meeting with the school-going students from Kendriya Vidyalaya. Then Abdul Kalam's favorite statement always is, dream, dream, dream. Translate your dreams to thoughts, translate your thoughts to acts, and then he says, the best way of realizing your dream is not to sleep. And he was asking the young girls, what are your dreams? When he came to an 8th class student, she got up and said, Kalamji, I have a dream. Then he said, little angel, please tell me what the dream is. She said, my dream is to look forward to the day when the US citizens will stand in queue for Indian visa. Then Abdul Kalam was bold and he said, little angel, how could you get this idea? She said, my elder brother, who is an engineering graduate, was required to stand in queue for 8 hours before the US consulate in Chennai. Then I thought that a day should come when they should stand in queue for our visa. You know what Kalam said? Kalam, now I said, little angel, your dream will come true. Because he said, I quote Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda seems he has said, if US is a land of opportunities, India is a land of ideas. Opportunities may come and go, but ideas will remain forever. This was Swami Vivekananda 140 years ago. Another great man whose 150th birthday anniversary was celebrated last year. Another icon of Renaissance of India from Bengal, Rabindranath Tagore. He always used to fondly recall 3 things. He used to say, there are 3 mothers whom you should never let down. And Swami Vivekananda used to recall those words. Who are they? First one is the mother who has given birth to you. That's the reason why Tagore said, God created mother maybe because he cannot be present everywhere. Therefore, never let down your mother who has given birth to you. Then he said, if your mother has given birth to you, your mother institution has enabled you to stand on your feet. And never let down your mother institution. And then he used to say, motherland. Who will live if India dies and who will die if India lives? Therefore, don't let down these three mothers. This was also a refrain of Swami Vivekananda. And when Vivekananda said, you want people with the nerves of steel and muscles of iron. And when he said football players are better than patriots, what he meant was by muscles of iron emanating out of conviction, please remember. And he used to say, if you have that psychological grit, you need not bow down your head before anyone. And that grit will come when you do not sacrifice truth. You know, as a sequel to his speech in Chicago, he said that you can sacrifice anything for truth, but truth cannot be sacrificed for anything. Please remember that. And when your institution's motto is in pursuit of perfection, please remember, perfection and excellence, they are ideals. My mind goes back to 1976, when I watched Montreal Olympics on the TV here, and a wonderful girl called Noria Comenci from Romania scored a perfect 10 out of 10. That day when I was watching the TV, the computer was so programmed that the score was showing only 9.9, because they thought that no human being can achieve 10 out of 10. That when Noria Comenci achieved 10 out of 10, the scoreboard was showing 0. And from that day onwards, Olympian committee said perfection is an ideal. And therefore, let us walk towards that ideal, remembering that academic excellence without human excellence is disastrous. That is what Swami Vivekananda was focusing always. You be a complete, perfect human being. Even then, Mother Teresa was saying that, how can you love God whom you cannot see? If you cannot love human beings whom you see, Mother Teresa affectionately used to say, these are not my words, but the words of Swami Vivekananda. That means in every human being, you have God. And I'm very happy that VIPS has taken initiative to organize this 150th birthday anniversary. While congratulating the VIPS, from the core of my heart, I cordially invite every one of you to National Law School of India, University, Bangalore, the premier center of legal education. And let me assure you, sir, that it will be a privilege and honor for National Law School of India, University to have a memorandum of understanding with you and to have a symbiotic relationship with you. Because we believe that, youngsters, please remember, in the race for excellence, there is no finish line. There can be only beginning line. Okay. And we in National Law School of India University believe that each one of us stands to gain by having a symbiotic relationship with the other. And that certain things in life have only a beginning but no end. And this is the first step of our symbiotic relationship. Please try to uphold the ideals of Swami Vivekananda wherever you are. When he said, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached, what he meant was, please remember, to be weak is miserable. Never be weak. Have strength. And then all of us in one voice can say, Mera Bharat Mahan, which would make Swami Vivekananda the happiest man. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please permit me to leave as I have to catch the flight at 4 o'clock. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm grateful to you for giving me this opportunity.
I now request Thank you, sir, for putting light on various aspects of teachings of Swamiji in contemporary context. We really need to build our society on the thoughts and ideals of Swamiji. I now request a physician by profession and educationist by spirit, a wildlife photographer by choice, a believer in the teachings of Ramakrishna Mission, Board of Governors, IIM Raipur, Board of Management, Symbiosis International University, National Book Trustee of National Book Trust of India, Chairman, Strength Education Society of, and Chairman, VIPS, Dr. S.C. Watts. But before he comes and speaks, we will have the release of the research journal. The inauguration, or we released the research journal, the first research journal of VIPS. We get it released, we feel honored to get it released by Professor Bandyopadhyay, Vice Chancellor Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. A.C. Watts, Chairman VIPS,